This is such an important one, and we missed it. Many of us missed it, including me. I give you an example. So when I was younger, I suffered from headaches, right? I used to have severe headaches when I was younger. And the doctor and my mom told me that it was migraine. I suffered from migraine. And during my younger years, going to school, I can remember I used to have severe headaches. And, it would just go away. And fast forward into my adulthood, I noticed that in the evenings, when I came home or on my way home and I was hungry, I used to have very heavy headache. I used to have a severe headaches, especially when I was hungry in the evening. And for years, I just thought it was migraine. Fast forward into optimizing my health, going on this health journey, trying to improve my health. I started to listen to other people, read books, listen to people who are expert in the field and were way ahead of me and understand way more about nutrition than I did. And the more I start listening to them, is the more I realized that I wasn't drinking enough water. In fact, I wasn't drinking water at all. My water was coffee or tea or some form of fruit juice. I can remember I would go for like days without not eating, not drinking any water at all. And the minute I started to actually drink more water, the minute the headache stopped. Now, look, I didn't go and do a test to figure out if I was hydrated. The only thing I know is I started to drink water and my headache stopped. And fast forward now into becoming a health coach and sharing my experiences and helping others. Drinking water is an essential part of my day, right? I make sure that I'm having water, at least minimum 1 liters of water every day. And looking back, it's kind of crazy to think that water, such an essential nutrient for our body, I completely overlooked, right? I completely overlooked. Look, I can remember I went for weeks without not having a sip of water, right? And the body is such a clever thing because it gets water from somewhere. And look, it took me loads of understanding about health, changing my mindset to really understand that water is an essential part of my diet to help my body maintain optimal health. And water is just something I do now without not even thinking about it. So I want to encourage you, drink water. Depending on what study you read, some people say have 8 glasses of water a day. My recommendation is we must have a drink of water first thing in the morning when we wake up. Here's why. If you've been sleeping for probably 7+ hours, during that time, you're not drinking any water. Hopefully, you're not waking up drinking water, but your body is in a mild dehydration state, right? So when you wake up in the morning, you really want to replenish that as quick as possible before you start drinking your teas and getting your day off to a start. You really want to hydrate yourself, and I recommend 240 milliliters of water, glass of water in the morning, warm or cold. Have that. At least you have the basis covered, hydration first thing in the morning. So when you go out and start doing your daily chores, doing whatever you got to do, you already had water on board, and then later on in the day, you could probably tap that up. And I recommend to all the clients I work with 1 liter. We start with 1 liter of water a day. You first have your first drink in the morning, a glass of water, and then tap that up and make sure at the end of the day you're really having at least a minimum of 1 liter of water a day. Look, I can't emphasize this enough. Drinking water is important. Like I said, I used to have headaches and I used to think I was hungry. It was just water. I needed to drink more water. And sometimes we're hungry, but it's not really hungry. The body's just telling us we need to hydrate ourselves. I can't emphasize enough. We must hydrate ourselves, right? Too many of us are just going around during the day. We're drinking coffees, we're drinking teas, we're drinking sodas, and nobody's drinking water. And look, water is an essential part of your life, right? It's an essential nutrient that your body requires, right? You can go without food for long periods of time, but you can't do that without water. And the body's so clever that you don't need to drink water. Your body will find a way to extract the water from the liquid that you drink. But just makes it easier for your body. Just drink water. So I want to take a moment to thank you for watching this video, right? I do these videos and share this knowledge of my own experience because I want to impart my experience on others and the clients who I work with to let them know that there's better for them, for your health, right? To let you know that, look, it's possible, right? And no, losing weight is a challenge because the environment that we're in is not created to help us to have healthy bodies. We have to actually force. It's almost like we have to force ourselves to do the things to help us to maintain optimal health. So I just want to encourage you on your journey. It's possible. It's not. I'm not going to say it's not going to be easy, but it's possible if you implementation. The speed of implementation will dictate how quickly you actually regain control of your health and lose weight. I hope you find value in this video. Thanks for watching. Have yourself an amazing week, and I'll talk to you soon.